And Jadon, I'm curious what you would attribute that slow start to the offense to.
Say that again.
The slow start by the offense. What would you attribute that to?
Um, I mean, I guess it was just one of them days, you know. Uh, we didn't plan on starting slow, so it just happened. I mean, in the second half, we did what we had to do. It just wasn't enough.
You guys, I guess KJ didn't throw a whole lot through the week. Did you just feel as an offense just kind of out of sync from the get-go?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. You know, obviously this week, Malik was getting most of the snaps and throwing it to us and stuff like that. But, I mean, you pretty much hit it on the head. We were just out of sync. I mean, I didn't know who was starting coming into the game, just like you are. So.
You had a nice interception, first action at cornerback. What were your thoughts on getting out there?
It was just a dream come true for me, really. I come from Clarendon, and we don't really get people to make it into college. Not even just football, just make it into college. It was a dream come true for me for sure.
Could you talk about your two plays? I mean, what you did on the punt and then the pick play.
Coach Fountain, he was telling me all week, like, you want to be famous, you'll block a punt. You want to be famous, you'll block a punt. I guess I wanted to be famous.
Yeah.
And on the pick, I was just really playing. Like, I seen like my
You just living in a moment.
Yeah.
You know.
Really.
It looked like you had his hands on.
I mean, yeah.
We've
been practicing this all week. I mean, my ball skills come from the receiver part. I mean, I don't really know what to say.
When it had to be time to move the ball, you got 2 touchdowns when you had to. What changed maybe in there?
I would just say that we all got in sync and we started executing. I mean, everybody just got on the same page. We all knew that we didn't start fast and whatnot. So, I mean, we just had to keep talking to each other, keep encouraging. I mean, if we don't stick together at the end of the day, it ain't gonna work anyway. So, that's just something we just had to figure out throughout this game.
Quincey.
You got games against Ole Miss and LSU and Ole Miss coming up. Doesn't get any easier. Just your thoughts about how the team might respond to this.
I mean, my message to the team is if we don't stay together, it ain't gonna work. I mean, that's every week. We got to go back to work. It's a tough loss. I feel like we shouldn't have lost. I feel like everybody feel like that. I mean, we should have started faster, so we just got to come back and get better this week.
Quincey, Coach Pittman praised you before for, being really willing when they asked you to move over to DB. Just what do you remember about that first conversation when they asked you to maybe if you were interested in that, and how did you kind of throw yourself into that new role?
They asked Sam Bakke to play. They didn't ask me. I asked after I seen our DB room was getting a little, like, everybody was hurt. So I knew I played defense in high school and I felt like I could contribute. So I asked Coach Pitt what was his thoughts on me playing defense, like, just for the remainder of the year. And we here.
Real fast, kind of follow that up, Quincey. Talking to your mom, she said there were like 150 plus people from Clarendon.
Yeah.
I mean, you had like a fan club
Mm-hmm.
in the stands. And so to perform the way that you did, knowing you had so many people here to support you, mean a little bit more today?
I mean, it did. Like, I felt like that's what really pushed me to do good. Like, come from small town, that's all you got. That's all my people. So everybody in the stands, it just felt like I was back at home again.
Quincey, you said play defense the rest of the year. Do you like it so far? Could you see yourself sticking here, or do you think it's just a this year deal?
I mean, I see myself sticking here. I'm a football player. I like to play football. I don't really like position. I just love to play football. So it's really on whatever happens to me. Like, I ain't really got to say so. I'm going to love wherever they put me.
More questions for you guys? Jay, your 4th down catch. Can you talk maybe that drive, because you had one, and I think Matt broke a tackle to get one. Just maybe urgency to do that?
Yeah, it was kind of like a situation where you got to have it. So it's obviously zone. I actually had an over route, but it was on, so I kind of sat in the middle, and I felt like, well, I don't even know if it was on or not, but I did see that KJ was getting some heat, so I just kind of got my eyes around, and he was just on the same page, and he threw it. Good catch, good throw, pitch and catch. It was just that.
Jadon, I think the run game got held to a season low in yards today. When you guys kind of figured out that the run wasn't working the way that it normally does, did that heighten the urgency, I guess, of the receivers? Like we got to go make things happen in the passing game.
I feel like we go in that game. I feel like we go into the game, every game like that. I mean, we all want the ball. It's just one though. So I feel like it's every time we step on the field, it's urgent. Whenever we touch the ball, we got to make a play. We got to create explosives. I mean, that's what we coach to do.
Came up with 2 picks, broke up 7 other passes. Just what did you think of their secondary play today? That's a pretty high number of PBUs, especially for KJ.
Well, I feel like how many times did we throw the ball?
33, 37.
That's probably why. That's probably why they had so many opportunities to do what they did. They were a great team, They came in, they got the job done. We didn't.
Thanks, fellas. Great job.